JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, 7 injured in bus shooting on Spanish Town Road. 7 people shot and injured after gunmen reportedly opened fire indiscriminately on a public passenger bus along Spanish Town Road in Kingston shortly before 3 p.m. Friday. 3 children are reportedly among those suffering from gunshot wounds. The injured were taken to hospital. The incident was confirmed by Operations Officer for the St. Andrew South Division, Deputy Superintendent Coleridge Minto.
At about 2:30 p.m. today, a Toyota Coaster motor bus was traveling in a westerly direction towards Spanish Town, coming from the direction of downtown. When on reaching the vicinity of the bus stop at Chesterfield Avenue, the driver made a stop to pick up passengers. Whilst persons were entering the bus, 2 men on the outside fired several shots indiscriminately at persons inside the bus. At the end of the shooting, we have confirmed so far that 7 persons received gunshot injuries. These persons include 3 children. They were taken to both the Spanish Town Hospital and the Kingston Public Hospital. The scene is currently being processed and investigation continues at this time.
4 guns seized at St. James Wharf. The Jamaica Customs Agency is reporting the seizure of 4 handguns, 7 magazines, and 900 rounds of ammunition at a warehouse in Montego Bay, St. James on Thursday. The agency says the discovery was made by personnel conducting routine operations. The contraband items were found in an airport shipment. This is the 3rd major gun seizure by customs since the start of the year. It is the same wharf where 22 illegal guns and a large quantity of ammunition were seized in January. In that incident, 21 Glock pistols and a Cobra revolver were found. A disassembled gun was found in a barrel at the same wharf last month. The agency was recently lauded by the government for its effort to disrupt the inflow of weapons from transnational criminal organizations. Flow technician killed in St. Andrew home invasion. A flow technician was stabbed to death at his home on Weymouth Drive in St. Andrew on Thursday morning. He has been identified as 45-year-old Claude McNee. It was reported that sometime after 9 p.m. on Wednesday, McNee, his common-law wife and their daughter, securely locked up the house and retired to bed. It was reported that sometime after 9 p.m. on Wednesday, McNee, his common-law wife and their daughter, securely locked up the house and retired to bed. Police said around 3:10 on Thursday morning, the woman heard strange sounds and saw a man standing at her bedside with his face covered and made an alarm. McNee came to her assistance and a tussle ensued between him and the alleged intruder. Police said the tussle continued to the veranda. Then shortly after, McNee came back inside the bedroom, holding on to his abdomen with what appeared to be blood. The common-law wife made a further alarm and residents came to their assistance and called the police. Lawmen rushed McNee to the Kingston Public Hospital where he succumbed while undergoing surgery. The body was later removed to the morgue. The Dwayne Park police are investigating. Teen accused of robbing 13-year-old of cell phone charged. A 16-year-old was arrested on charge after he allegedly robbed a 13-year-old student on Hanover Street, Kingston on Wednesday. Reports are that the juvenile approached the youngster and demanded his cell phone. When his demand was not met, he and other students mobbed him, hitting him all over his body, and took his Samsung Galaxy A13 cell phone. He was subsequently pointed out to the police and arrested and charged. Clarendon wanted man surrenders in St. James. One of the 5 men listed as Clarendon's most wanted has turned himself in. Jabulani Dyer, otherwise called Jabu, surrendered to the Freeport police in Montego Bay, St. James on Thursday. Dyer, of Woodall District in Clarendon, was listed as wanted for wounding with intent. The other 4, who were named on Tuesday, are still being sought. Ladden released from prison. Dancehall recording artist Ladden is now a free man. The artist, whose real name is O'Keefe Aarons, was released from the Tower Street Adult Correctional Center on Friday afternoon after serving almost 30 months of a 4-year prison sentence for firearm possession. A video of the freshly freed DJ driving a motorcycle has been making the rounds on social media.
I'm deaf. Freedom, freedom. You hear that? That is it. Freedom. What you mean? Music. That is it. Right now.
In December 2020, Ladden was sentenced to 4 years imprisonment for illegal possession of a firearm and 18 months for illegal possession of ammunition after pleading guilty to the charges. Both sentences had been set to run concurrently, so would serve a maximum of 4 years. He had been in lockup 3 months prior to his initial sentencing. The police reported that about 10:40 p.m. on October 28, lawmen were in Cheapside, St. Elizabeth, when they signaled the driver of a black Mercedes-Benz motor car to stop. The driver, which turned out to be Ladden, initially complied with the order, but sped off when the police approached. A chase ensued, and during the chase, an object was seen being thrown from the sunroof of the car. The object turned out to be a gun. Ladden rose to fame as a Digital Rising Star Top 10 finalist under the stage name Jim Ladden, and is known for songs like Time to Shine, Feelings Too Heavy, and Never Lonely. Motorcyclist killed, pillion injured in Manchester crash. One of 2 men traveling on a motorcycle died after the vehicle crashed into a truck parked along the Content Main Road in Manchester last evening. The deceased is 27-year-old Sean Wallace, a construction worker from New Hall, Manchester. The incident happened around 6:30. The police say a motorist saw the motorcycle and the men on the embankment close to the entrance of the Kirkvine Windalco plant. The motorist assisted the men to hospital, where Wallace was pronounced dead. The other man was admitted with serious injuries. Man dies after colliding with cow in Holland Bumbo. A 26-year-old man has been killed after colliding with a cow while riding along the Holland Bumbo Main Road in St. Elizabeth. That is Michael Baugh of Paradise District in the Lacovia police area. Reports that Baugh was riding his new motorcycle along the roadway sometime before 1 in the morning on Wednesday when he collided with a cow. He sustained multiple injuries and was taken to the Black River Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. In recent times, several people, including taxi operators who ply the Santa Cruz to Black River route, have been calling for the removal of cows from the Lacovia to Holland Bamboo Main Road. 2 in custody after guns and ammo found in bedroom. 2 men were arrested after a targeted raid on Thursday in the Oakland community in the St. Andrews South Division, resulting in the seizure of 2 Taurus 9mm pistols and 20 rounds of ammunition. Police reports are that during the operation, a man was seen running from a dwelling in the community. When checks were made, the illegal guns and ammunition were seen in a bedroom. The police reportedly continued their search of the premises, and a suspect, matching the description of the man who was seen running from the building, was found with another man in a bedroom at the rear of the dwelling. Both men were arrested on reasonable suspicion of being in possession of prohibited weapons. Their identities are being withheld pending further investigation. Thursday's seizure follows another in the St. Andrews South Division on Monday, where Smith & Wesson 9mm pistol, along with 2 magazines containing 17 rounds of ammunition, were found in a roof of a house in Whitfield Town. No one is arrested in connection with Monday's find. Deputy Superintendent of Police Coleridge Mento, head of the St. Andrews South Division, issued a warning to residents in the division following this week's gun seizures.
Let me say this, there are some persons operating in the St. Andrews South area. We have over 70 named gangs, with over 50 of them being active. These men are armed and dangerous and should not be approached. They should not be harbored by our citizens. We are reminding them to report if seen persons with illegal weapons, persons who are part of gangs, those who are doing extortions, to report them to the police and allow the security forces to treat with the matter. We are going after the guns. We're finding them, and the coordinated approach that we're using have been yielding some amount of success in recent times.
Linstead man charged for illegal gun and ammo found in pouch. A 53-year-old man was charged with possession of prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition in connection with an incident in his community of Mickleton Meadows in Linstead, St. Catherine on Sunday, April 14. Charges Jeb to Blair, a driver of Wellington Drive, Mickleton Meadows, Linstead in the parish. Reports from the Linstead police are that about 4:40 p.m. lawmen ran operation in the area when Blair's premises was searched. During the search, a Toyota Nova belonging to him was also searched, and 1 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 9mm rounds of ammunition was found in a pouch between the front seats of the vehicle. He was subsequently taken into custody when an investigation was launched, and Blair was charged on Wednesday, April 19, after being interviewed in the presence of his attorney. Kingston Central Police's wanted men. Detectives assigned to the Kingston Central Police Division have named 5 people as wanted in relation to several crimes committed across the division. They are Shanrick Nugent, otherwise called Dandan, landscaper of Fleet Street, Kingston. Nugent is wanted for murder. Twin brothers Mervyn Henry, otherwise called Biggie, and Marvin Henry, otherwise called Little, of Georges Lane, Kingston. Both brothers are wanted for murder and shooting with intent. Maverick Edwards, otherwise called Jermaine, of Princess Street, Kingston, CSO, and 5 East Greater Portmore, St. Catherine. Edwards is wanted for murder. A man known only as Ageable and Shortman of Orange Bay, Portland, Skipper District, Portland, and Smith Lane, Kingston, is wanted for wounding with intent. The Kingston Central Police are urging anyone with information on the above-named persons to come forward. Members of the public who wish to render assistance to the police are being asked to do so by calling the Kingston Central Police at 876-922-8788 or 876-320-9411. Crime Stopper 311, the NIB tip line at 811, the Police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. JBN will keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.